Nossa, é todo fim de semana.
Hello, good morning everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Scott and I'm documenting my full journey to running a sub-3 hour marathon this October. Every week I'll be taking you through my training, the highs, the lows, the sessions, the long runs, the nutrition, the gear, and everything that goes into chasing that goal at the end. The aim of this channel isn't just to share my own journey, but hopefully to educate, motivate and inspire others just to get out, set a goal and see what they're capable of. Whether you're training for your first 5K, a marathon, an ultra, or simply trying to become fitter and healthier, hopefully there's something here for you. So let's get into it. Week 2 of 18. Sorry about the hands and the fingers, still getting used to the Go Ultra 360, which is a absolutely epic camera. But anyhow, let's get into a week 2 of 18. Another solid week completed. The goal this week was simple: stay consistent, build mileage gradually, and keep stacking those training blocks together. Consistency is what builds marathon fitness. So time after time. This week was another step in that right direction. The week consisted of 5 runs like last week, 2 speed sessions, 3 easy runs, and a long run which included Parkrun, so nothing mental. The mileage come out at 45 miles this week, which I'm really happy with. One thing I always remind myself is that marathon training isn't about smashing every single session. It's about turning up day after day, week after week, and gradually building that aerobic engine. Okay, starting with the easy ones. These were all kept exactly as they should be. Easy. It's tempting when you're feeling good to push the pace, but these runs have a purpose. They help you recover, build aerobic fitness, and allow you to absorb the harder sessions later on in the week. The legs felt a little tired at times. I did experience some shin discomfort early in the week. It wasn't anything major, but definitely a reminder to keep on top of recovery, stretching, and not get too carried away. Thankfully, as the week progressed, the legs started feeling much better, and by the weekend I was running comfortably again, as you can see on screen. Moving on to speed sessions. The first workout of the week was another quality session that focused on controlled speed and efficiency. These sessions are all about building your strength at pace while keeping the effort sustainable. It's still relatively early in the training block, so the objective isn't to empty the tank. It's about laying foundations that will pay off later when the mileage increases and the marathon specific sessions begin. The second speed session was probably my favourite of the week. I completed 12 400 metre reps split into 2 different paces. One rep was run at approximately 6:40 per mile pace, followed by a 7:50 per mile pace. That sequence was repeated 6 times. It was a challenging workout, but one that felt really controlled. That's where it's at. You need to control your breathing, your pace, and just feel comfortable. Feel comfortable being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. The quicker reps allowed me to work on the speed and running economy, while the slightly steadier reps kept the heart rate elevated and made it really effective session overall. I came away from it feeling strong and confident. It's always encouraging when you finish a session knowing there was still a little left in the tank. Another thing I started practicing during training is my race strategy. This week I continued using precision hydrations, 90 gram carbohydrate pouches. One of the biggest mistakes runners make is leaving nutrition until race day. The marathon isn't about running fitness, it's about fueling effectively too. So every opportunity I get during, especially my long runs, I'm practicing exactly what I plan to use on race day. The Precision Hydration 90 gram pouches have been working really well so far for me. They're easy to take on, sit well in my stomach and provide a substantial amount of energy. The more I can train my gut now, the more confident I'll be when it comes to marathon day. So nothing new on marathon day. Always do it in training. Alongside the training and nutrition, I also got the opportunity to properly test my new running trainers, the Adidas Pro 4s. Been really looking forward to getting some miles in these, and honestly, they've exceeded my expectations. First impressions are extremely positive. They're incredibly comfortable, especially for a performance shoe. The toe box is definitely on the narrower side, in my opinion, which may not suit everyone. But for me, they lock my feet in really well and give a really secure feel throughout the run. The cushioning feels fantastic without being overly soft. There's a noticeable energy return from the midsole, and they really feel responsive at a number of different paces. Whether running easy miles or picking up the pace during sessions, they felt smooth and efficient. The grip and traction were also excellent, giving plenty of confidence underfoot. And let's be honest, they look great too. At the moment, I'd absolutely recommend them to anyone. I'm not sponsored in any way. I bought them with my own money, so that's my take on that. For me, they're proven to be a fantastic all-round running shoe and definitely worth the investment. The highlight of the week was the long run. This week's long run totaled 14 miles and included Parkrun. So what you see on the screen. I really enjoy incorporating Parkrun into marathon training. It also adds a social aspect to the run. Like I said before, breaks up the mileage and provides a nice change of scenery, to be honest. The legs felt surprisingly good throughout the run. Stopped for a toilet break, used the bathroom, carried on. And it was another reminder that fitness is gradually building. When you string together weeks of consistent training, so time after time, those long runs start to feel more manageable. So in time, if you keep doing the things that you're doing consistently, it will get easier. And that's exactly what we're aiming for, right? Not one huge breakthrough session, just small improvements week after week. As I look back on week 2, I'm really happy where things are, to be honest. Another 40 plus mile week completed. 2 quality speed sessions done. Easy runs ticked off. Long run completed. Nutrition practiced. And new shoes tested. Loads of stuff achieved this week. So happy with that. And perhaps more importantly, the body is feeling stronger heading into the next phase of training. Now it's time to focus on week 3. The mileage is about to increase significantly, moving up towards the 50 to 55 mile range. That's another important step towards marathon day and one that I'm excited for. The challenge gets bigger from here, but that's exactly why we're doing it. Every run, every session, every mile is taking us one step closer to that sub-3 hour goal in October. Thank you so much for following along and supporting the journey. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. It generally helps the channel grow and allows these videos to reach more runners who may benefit from this content. My goal is to continue sharing realities of training, provide useful information, and hopefully inspire more people to lace up their shoes and chase their own goals. Thanks for watching, thanks for the support, and I'll see you next week for week 3 of the journey to a sub-3 hour marathon. Let's keep moving.
Nossa, é só de fim de semana.